With our crew in Ho Chi Minh City, we continue to more deeply explore the expat community here. And as usual, we look for expatriates who have interesting stories and what makes this city special to them. And this time, after wandering the city and talking to dozens of people, we find one man, Sam Ivor, a half-American, half-British model, come DJ and freelance writer. Hello, welcome to another show of Spa Living, and here we are in Ho Chi Minh City. Well, this time we meet with a special man, Sam Ivor. Being a model, a DJ, and a freelance writer at the same time, he's a typical example of how an expat can obtain an exciting lifestyle here. Accompanied by his trusty skateboard, this young man has explored Ho Chi Minh City from almost the moment he arrived.
My name is Sam Ivor. I'm 26 years old. I'm from California, USA, and London. I'm half English, half American. I had a friend who was living here. He'd been living here for about a year, and at the time I was living in London, and I wanted a change, and so I'd been speaking with him, asking him, what his life was like here, and he said, it's an amazing place. There's a lot of opportunity, teaching, music, art, fashion, and I'd never been to Southeast Asia before, so I decided to give it a try.
While here for less than a year, Sam has already become familiar with the lifestyle. Where other expats find one or two jobs, he's found three. He's continuously busy working as the model, DJ, and freelance writer.
In Ho Chi Minh City, I work as a model. I do DJing and help promote and organize some parties. I do a lot of freelance writing for several magazines, some in Vietnam, some overseas. So a few different things. I have my hands in different pots here.
And as we meet Sam, this open, easygoing man shares with us his story. Although Sam had worked as a model before he came to Vietnam, he didn't have any plan to pursue the profession in Vietnam. That career developed by chance.
I had been doing some modeling in London and America. In Vietnam, I was here. I was doing like a film shoot. I was like an extra, an actor for a Vietnamese movie. And an agency approached me, and they asked me if I wanted to model for them, and I said okay, why not? So I started doing some work with Elite. Yeah, so I'm currently signed with them.
And now, Sam, together with some other expat models in the city, have become familiar faces, finding work for magazines and fashion companies.
I did like a shoot for Danone, like men's magazine, Cosmopolitan. I did a few shoots recently for DCNT, where it was like a Versace shoot. It's fun, it keeps me in shape, I love fashion, it's like one of my passions, so for me to work like as a model, it's fun. Like it's always an experience to see like what the stylists are doing, how the photographer's working. Like I love all the aspects of it.
Having the chance to work as a model in the US, the UK, and some other European countries, Sam understands the fashion scene there quite well. And while perhaps Vietnam doesn't quite compare at the moment, Sam believes the country has large amounts of potential.
I'm watching like what's developing in the fashion world here. I think there are a lot of very talented photographers and stylists and directors. I think things are like moving in a really good way, and I think it's still early and there's still a lot to like be developed. But from what I've seen, I'm really inspired. It keeps me like wanting to be involved in this area of work.
Although the Vietnamese fashion industry is still in its fledgling stages, Sam's quite satisfied with the professionalism of the young stylists, photographers, and designers he works with.
They're super professional. Everyone I've worked with, photographers, stylists, makeup, hair, like they know, they're good, they're on it. Just like in London, just like in New York, like Vietnam, Saigon, they know what they're doing.
And he's keen to remain involved in the fashion industry in Vietnam.
Working as the model is just one part of Sam Ivor's life. In fact, this man has turned himself into a part of the exciting nightlife in Ho Chí Minh City. Quite often, he travels from one club to another around the city, working as a DJ and together with other artists, make the nightlife even more exciting with their own music beats.
Known as the biggest commercial hub of the country, it seems Ho Chí Minh City never sleeps. Hustling and bustling during daytime, the city doesn't slow down even as night falls. The exciting music and entertainment scene sees people, including expats, heading for a night on the town. Being part of the scene, Sam guided me deeper into the nightlife experiences he has here.
The nightlife in Ho Chí Minh City, it's definitely developing. It's exciting. There are a lot of really good promoters who are doing a lot to bring interesting artists, DJs, musicians from all over the world. So even in just 1 year of being here, I've seen the parties get better, bigger, more. There are many types of different parties. There's DJ, clubs that play more like house music. There's a lot of live music as well.
Being young and having great interest in partying, Sam obviously explored the nightlife. Sam also contributes to the scene by playing his own music. He and other expats also try to bring foreign artists to Ho Chí Minh City in an effort to improve the music scene.
I DJ at a few different parties. This is one of the parties I'm doing, which is tonight. It's the People's Party. So this is a party that my friend Justin, Starchild, and I, we've been doing for a few months now, and it's always a lot of we try to invite our other DJ friends who are DJs here. We do it once a month or sometimes once every 2 months. But yeah, I play like house music, techno music, dance music.
Sam believes that his contribution to the city's already thriving nightlife would help draw more people here to enjoy the great experiences he has.
This town is exciting, and for the nightlife it pops up. So you can go out Friday night, Saturday night, you can go out Monday night, it doesn't matter. There's always something to do here.
Ho Chi Minh City is the biggest economic hub of Vietnam, but that doesn't mean the business opportunities are the only thing that the city offers to residents. With 8 million local inhabitants and tens of thousands of expats, the demand for art and culture is huge, and it's easy to find culture events like this anytime during the week. This is also an opportunity for locals and expats get together and understand more about each other through an appreciation of culture and art. Today is the opening of the third Saigon Art Book, a non-profit quarterly publication with the hope of bringing art to the community. And this is something that a person with great interest in art like Sam doesn't want to miss.
Art's a huge interest of mine, and I'm always trying to attend the openings and events just to show support to the artists, to the galleries, because what it needs is people like me and these guys to come out and, appreciate what these artists have done, and they've done a lot, so I'm really proud of them.
As he's a relative newcomer to Vietnam, Sam's keen to expand his knowledge about every aspect of life here. He believes that the event not only helps him know more about the artists, but also gives him chances to socialize with people.
From what I see, they're kind of smaller scale illustration drawings, quite whimsical, funny, a bit like pop art style, very colorful. And I love the layout and the curation, it's really nice here. The space is amazing. There are quite a few galleries and showrooms and concept design shops in Saigon. This is just one of many. I don't know if this is a regular space, but I think for an opening, it's perfect. A great place for young artists to showcase their work, and a fun place to meet people, socialize, hang out with Vietnamese and expats.
With his understanding about culture, art, music, and fashion, Sam is now part of the local life here. However, that's not everything that this multitasker expects. He still wants to get further involved in local life, and he has an idea that's already been nurtured in his mind.
Well, that's not everything about Sam Ivor. As for now, Sam and his friends are planning to launch a new magazine which features about art, fashion, and music scene of Ho Chi Minh City. And he hopes that with his efforts, he can promote the image of Ho Chi Minh City and at the same time, guide more people to the exciting lifestyle that he enjoys.
Sam is meeting with his Malaysian friend Wei Shen Tan. Where Sam is capable of writing as he's a freelance writer, Wei Shen Tan is a good photographer. And that's when Sam decides to team up with Wei and plans to start an online magazine. As the idea has been sketched down, today they are going to do a photo shoot for the test publication of the magazine.
This is really the project which I want to do. It's my priority. We've been talking about doing this magazine. I think it's something we both are really passionate about, and it's going to take some time and a lot of energy, but the modeling, it's cool. It pays a bit of money. I always enjoy the music, but really my main focus now is to try to yeah, we both want to really kind of get this online publication going.
I always wanted to start a magazine because I'm a photographer and I want to shoot for myself, like own kind of story, different kind, like, fashion, culture, interviewing people. And then I met Sam. Sam, totally have the same idea. And then we started talking a little bit about it, and then more and more, and then it came together that why not, we could just start up a magazine.
Despite having traveled a lot, Ho Chi Minh City remains among Sam's favorite places. The magazine he plans to roll out is a tool for him to show the different new perspectives about life that he discovers every day.
The idea is to kind of focus on, obviously we're going to do some fashion shoots. We want to cover like the art scene here, nightlife and culture as well, and the kind of lifestyle. And then as well, just like shooting, like every day we try to go out with cameras and just kind of capture the beauty of Saigon. There's a lot of things to see every day, so we're gonna have a lot of photos which are just sort of shot on the street of, like, I don't know, everyday things. It's a great city for photographers. There's always something to shoot.
With such a large amount of ongoing plans, Sam is set to stay longer, and it seems Ho Chi Minh City is now his home away from home.
At the moment it's really hot and sometimes it's a bit noisy. The food's amazing, the people are friendly, there's always something to do, nightlife's good. No, I'm really happy here. The plan's to stay here for a while. I don't know, I have a one-way ticket, so we're really trying to push the magazine forward, and that's going to be a long-term project, so it should be a while. You'll see me here.
So that wraps up the very interesting story of Sam Ivor, the model, DJ, and freelance writer in Ho Chi Minh City. And if you are curious about the avant-garde architectures that have made backgrounds for our models in photo shoots, let's join our host Lanang in our timeout this week. She will join in the crowd and discover the hotspot in town.
Well, it seems sipping a cup of coffee on the street side is among the most common leisure activity in Vietnam. But in a city full of diversity and creativity like Ho Chi Minh City, you can expect to do it in a slightly different way. Have you ever thought of enjoying your day among, lots of containers like this? Well, let's follow me in today's timeout as I discover Saigon Outcast, one of the latest hangout destinations in Ho Chi Minh City. And now let's first go talk to Nguyen Ling, one of the two owners, to be guided in a tour around these funky sites. Hi, Nguyen.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So when I first entered Saigon Outcast, I'm really amazed by its very, unique features and decorations.
The original idea was to have a space where Han and I could come and chill, relax. People nowadays spend too much time on computer. We're trying to get people to come out more, to interact and network, and create art, be creative.
So can you talk a little bit more about the construction of this site?
So we found this space in District 2, a lot of trees, a lot of rubbles, and we cleaned up and built upon it. Most of the stuff here is recyclable, reused, unwanted stuff, donated by the local people.
Wow. So can you show me around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we have a Torii gate, which is the Japanese ancient gate, where once you walk through the gate, you come into a land of creativity, another world.
Saigon Outcast has truly opened up a world of creativity that takes many shapes and forms, one of which is turning ordinary shipping containers into houses and art spaces. In foreign countries, converting shipping containers is not a new concept. However, in Vietnam, hardly anyone had thought of using them as accommodation until the two co-founders of Saigon Outcast came up with the notion to break away from traditional living facilities. The containers are now also used for art workshops, gallery spaces, cafes, and the like.
Places like this have really kind of blown me away because I didn't necessarily expect it. It's quite different to a lot of other places here in Saigon. It's just a really good combination of things all in the one place.
Saigon Outcast not only rejuvenates containers, but also other discarded objects to create playgrounds and facilities for sport enthusiasts.
Here we have the half pipe. This was built from recycled wood from loads of old houses. This was built by the people around here, by the skaters, the BMXers.
A graffiti wall lends another shriek of creativity to this alternating art hub.
Graffiti artists now have a place to come and create artwork. Usually they would do it illegally. They do someone else's wall and they would not take such a long time. But here they work together collaboratively to create beautiful art together. They have more time, more relaxed time to create beautiful art, choose their colors, taking their time, adding more details.
All these avant-garde architectural and design features have given fresh impetus to the various activities and events taking place here.
There are old people, children, everybody's having a good time.
There are people making things like creating art.
Good vibes, drinks, good barbecue.
You can have DJs, you can have music.
Doodle club,
Graffiti.
skateboard.
The owners are always sort of trying to do different things and sort of cater to different tastes, which I really appreciate.
As night falls, the atmosphere grows increasingly lively as people immerse in a light show involving lights, candles, and even, yes, fire.
It has like a really good vibe, like a community vibe. It has such a big variety of people that come here. You can come and then hang out for a day, and then you have connections for work, you have friends, you just have a good time.
A lot of unique people come here to be unique. It's a place where everyone can do whatever they want to do. It's a place where I can feel at home.
So just forget about your busy working days, enjoy the activities here with some selection of good food, drink, art performances, music and fresh air. I hope that this edition has provided you with another interesting destination to make the most of your time out here in Vietnam. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
And the Time Out session has wrapped up our Expo Living for this week. If you have any comments or ideas, please send them to expoliving@vtv.vn. Thanks for watching and see you back soon.